Here are the results and events from Culture Shock 2026, taking place live in Estadio Azteca in Mexico City on April 3rd and 4th, 2026. Bobby Neptune overcame Ivan Stanislav's interference and the Freeman Special, reversing the hold and pinning Kenny Freeman's shoulders to the mat. Several Prime members attended the funeral of recently passed wrestler Jackson Cooley. In the middle, Rob Williams declared his intention to be more himself than ever before. In one of the most devastating displays ever seen in a Prime ring, Big John Pepper took a hurricane rana through a mattress and Fred Dick, leaving him unable to beat the referee's count and handing Tal the count-out victory. Clay Burton flattened Angel Quinley with a Texas Lariat, allowing Vay Victus to pick up the win and retain the tag team titles. Claymore matched Kale blow for blow, escalating this bitter feud to new levels of brutality. In the end, Claymore's high-risk move sent him crashing through the guardrail, allowing Max Kale to finish the affair with the cruelest stroke. Danny Christie prepared for his Alias title match, with his father John conspicuous by his absence. Instead, Danny got a different Big John, and the Tall Tale offered to help with Christie's pre-match ritual. Danny Christie survived shots from Brass Knuckles and a light tube, then trapped Tony Gamble in the rear naked choke. Gamble passed out, and Christie claimed the Alias title. Satan Jones interviewed the Boss ahead of her big match against Dan Ryan. Rob Williams interrupted the affair with a whole bunch of boots. It ended with another boot to Jones's Little Devils, and Rob Williams stealing Satan's phone. Blaze Claymore regained consciousness as the EMTs hauled him to the ambulance. He got a visit from Sonia Cuchillo, we think, before the lights went out. When they came back, Rhea Lockhart was there to check on him. Two legends in their own time pulled out all the stops. In the end, Lindsay Troy kicked out of not one, but two humility bombs, then planted Dan Ryan with a crowning glory to finish the Ego Busters' swan song. Champion and challenger staged a war befitting former stablemates, but in the end, Brian Dawkins succumbed to a baton shot to the knee and a Red Scare, allowing Ivan Stanislav to become the Intense Champion. The history of the Universal title, from Black Angel to Cecil Worth Farthington. By the end of the night, we would see an extension of Farthington's entry on the list, or the list itself. One of the most highly anticipated matches in Prime history, with two of the very best wrestlers in the world fighting for the company's richest prize. Their friendship fell by the wayside, and each man gave their all in pursuit of the Universal title. At long last, with the rest of the Gluminati watching, Cecil Worth Farthington trapped Flamberge in Article 51 for another incredible defense of the championship. The show went off the air with the Gluminati standing together and reigning supreme. The pop culture phenoms played the numbers game in this free-for-all, and the D sacrificed himself to ensure victory for Elise Arias. A pall hung over the whorehouse until Anna Daniels returned to rally the troops. After a show of unity, the Poor Horsemen were ready for squad goals. Scott Hunter fell to Sage Pontiff's shamanistic Dreamweaver. Then Sage was immediately taken out by Stanislav and the Iron Curtain. Blaze Claymore eliminated Bobby Neptune with the Lake Effect, only to fall victim to the Iron Curtain as well. Chandler Sonda pinned Tal after the Narcissist's noose, putting Lindsay Troy at a 2-on-1 disadvantage. But Tal and Blaze Claymore evened things out with a series of brutal chair shots to Ivan's back. That allowed Troy to put away Chandler with Thy Kingdom Come. In desperation, Ivan went for the Hurricane Russia, but Lindsay Troy countered into the Divine Right. Ivan passed out, leaving Lindsay Troy the winner. Danny Christie found himself caught in Marie Antoinette for the first elimination. Big John Pepper used Protect Our Parks to finish off Brian Dawkins. Kuriyama rallied to pin Coral Avalon with the Kuriyama Driver 2. Another Protect Our Parks took care of Rob Williams. Flamberge countered that same devastating move with Marie Antoinette to eliminate Big John Pepper. Cecil Worth Farthington pinned Flamberge after a Gotch-style piledriver, with Kuriyama a fraction of a second late to break up the pin. Finally, the Universal Champion caught the Emerald Apex in Article 51, scoring his second victory in as many nights. 8 of Prime's most dangerous tore the house down from bell to bell, and chaos reigned supreme. Rhea Lockhart withstood a horrific onslaught, but finally fell to Max Kale's cruelest stroke. Tony Gamble got triple-teamed into oblivion before Brandon Youngblood put him away with a Diamondplex. Terminal Cancer put Hayes Hanlon through a table, allowing Giles to pin the Event Horizon. A Texas Lariat from a blinded Claybird spelled doom for Max Kale. Brandon Youngblood was taken out by a chair shot from Big John Pepper, with Diamond scoring the pin. A pair of Texas Lariats put Cancer Giles down for the count. And finally, Daytona Diamonds escaped a super powerbomb attempt and landed the Neon Moonsault to claim the ultimate squad goals victory. That's all the action from Culture Shock 26, brought to you by Prime, #1 by definition.